to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a saddening bore, for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the old man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow. Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. The workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lenin's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a saddening bore, for I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be read again as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the lawman beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? Sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the lone man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? Is there life on Mars? Is there life on Mars?
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we're in our zone. Well, I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my my body when it drops. Ooh, well, I can't take my eyes up off it. So phenomenally, room unlock the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, just imagine, just imagine. Woo! Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Oh, feel good to creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but just dance, 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 dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Woo, woo. Well, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. Don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Well, I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, well, I can't take my eyes up off it, moving so phenomenally. Room unlock the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, just imagine, just imagine. Woo! Nothing I can see but you, so just dance, 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 dance. Feel good, it's creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but just dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. Can't stop the feeling. Can't stop the feeling. Can't stop the feeling. Nothing I can see but you, so just dance, baby, dance. Feeling good, creeping up on you, so just dance, 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 dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so just dance, 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 dance. And all those things I shouldn't do, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling, so just dance. Can't stop the feeling, baby, baby. Get up out of your seat and dance. Can't stop the feeling, oh, 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 dance. Can't stop the feeling. A one, a two, a buckle my shoe. Can't stop the feeling.
Hey everybody, thanks for being patient. We're waiting on performers to get here. So let's change this so that that's more accurate. That'll come up in a second. And hopefully we can be getting started as soon as we can. But thanks for being patient. Anybody want something to drink? Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Loudmouths. Please welcome, already milling about on stage, your host for the evening, Sharon Resolution.
That's the way I feel right now. Like, woo, yeah. Bring it on, man. Just bring it on. God damn it. Shoot. Been 10 minutes. Where the heck you been at? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Loudmouths. Okay, we're gonna get you all a little more excited when I can, cause just like the pandemic, don't think, I know this is post-pandemic, but come on now, y'all know that feeling when y'all are in the pandemic, y'all just going woo, all the Netflix shows y'all saw, woo. See, so the craziest thing is me. I basically live in Grass Valley, and I live with 2 white dogs. And living with these 2 white dogs, their owners got them accustomed to a certain way of things. So when I feed these 2 white poodles, I feed them their food, I put it on a plate and put it down. They look at me and wonder, okay, so what you gonna do? So I have to hand gesture to them, like a person giving them a little smell of a wine or something. Is this good for me? I don't know. And it got to the point where they basically would do this for every time I fed them. That to the point they saw how I did it, how their master did it. And I was more surprised the next day when I basically woke up and I found out there was a 2 paw on my Yelp review. So I was like, yeah, that sucks. And it's even worse when it's on WAG. So I come from Grass Valley, so yeah, I know y'all wonder where's the Grass Valley at? So Grass Valley is on the 80. Just keep going to 80 before you hit Reno. All that little area where all the crazy stuff happened before Truckee and stuff. That's Grass Valley. I'm from there. Yes, and yes, for Black people, that's a weird thing because you always wonder. It's like, does he feel out of place? Oh no. I know how to play the game. Where's Waldo? Every time I see a black person, I go, there he is. There he is. There he is. There's a black brown person right there. There he is. That's me. So, but I am also a poet, so I do crazy things like these things. Thank you. Thank you. I do these crazy poems like this one. This one is called Banana Met a Strawberry. So a banana met a strawberry at a yogurt bowl. They talked about their interests and goals. The banana began to peel, and the strawberry became very aroused. They both swam into the yogurt bowl and came to the side. And as the banana was drying off, the strawberry looked at her and said, "Ooh, banana, you're so fine. I think I want to blend with you." Caught by surprise, the banana said, "I think I want to blend with you too." The strawberry caressed the banana caressed the strawberry's seeded exterior, which started a whirl swirling in the yogurt bowl. And it started to swirl, and a swirl, and a swirl. Ooh, strawberry, ooh, banana. The swirling became intense. It became so intense that they started to merge and split and merge and split. Oh my gosh, merge and split. This is incredible. Merge and split. What's going on? And from that accent, they kept going faster and harder and faster and faster. Don't stop. Don't stop. This is incredible. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. The swirling got faster, 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 harder, harder. Go, 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 go until it reaches apex. And the sun began to set. And the flowers began to bloom. And silence went until they began to speak. We're gonna smoothie. And that's why Jamba Juice is more than a family establishment. Yes. So, coming up to the stage. Yes, I know I got y'all started. At least I got to start now. Coming up to the stage, I'm going to give you up to my man, the one and only Tristan Johnson.
What's going on? What's going on? She said, go off then. That's that good support right there. Let me put that up there. Can that bookshelf handle another? Yes. Okay. This is the stab. Yeah. I didn't know what you was talking about when you booked me. Okay. Yeah, this is like an underground sex club. You have to already know the swinger couple of your favorite. Yeah. But this is cool, man. I'm Tristan Johnson, and yeah, I didn't start off doing big shows like this. I had to, fucking work my way up, all right? This is good, man. This reminds me of the end of Malcolm X. Right. Yeah, the stab. Okay. That's an inviting name for a place. You might get poked. Yeah. The stab. Okay. It looks like an underground Jamaican abortion clinic. But your parents don't have to know. You'll be scarred for life. Just random hangers just laying around. They're not trying to get in the cars. They're not trying. The world is getting fucked up, man. You know, I don't know how many single people are in here. Yeah, okay. Hey, at first I would tell people don't be single, you know, but they're starting to rob and beat up couples too. You're not safe out there just because you're a couple. You know, my uncle and his husband got beat up not too long ago. And that shit was crazy. Yeah. It wasn't a hate crime. The dudes that did it was gayer than them, so it was fair game. It was. Give him a bitch ass whooping. My uncle tried to protect Gary. He's like, no, Gary, and he got slapped. Then he got to working on Gary. Poor Gary. Yeah. What would you do if you and your girl got beat up together? Would you stay with her? Yeah, I need to be with a woman that ain't never seen me get my ass whooped. You gotta change, bitch. That's an awkward ass ride home. You know how this motherfucker get. You ain't even gonna bring it up, huh? You know? Who's gonna break the ice? Who's gonna say, hey, they sure did get us? They sure. Bitch, why didn't you do something? Told you to take karate class instead of yoga. All that fighting is fucked up now. I try to do things, you know. We start off in little rooms right here because we want to see how people act, you know. Me and D. Tyler did a show in Oakland. We tried to bring, you know, I'm from East Oakland. We tried to bring a bunch of Oakland cats and put them on a boat, you know, because we were going to take them out of Oakland because, you know, sometimes when you're away from your environment, you know, it brings out a different person in you. So we took them to Jack London Square, put them on a boat. Yeah, it was like a swap meet on water. Them niggas didn't know how to act. Yeah, my theory went right out the window like 5 minutes after we left the dock. As soon as we left, two niggas started fighting. One nigga got his ass whooped, but had to stay on the boat for 3 hours until we got back. You know how bad it is to get an ass whooping and you can't leave? What? Motherfuckers done moved on. They ain't even thinking about the fight no more. Some people was nice. They was walking past them trying to cheer them up and shit. Like, man, don't even worry about that ass whooping, man. You was lightweight getting with him, though, at first. You know? Nah, it wasn't as bad as you think. You almost had him, though, but the boat had rocked you into his punch, and that nigga caught you with one of them, but at least you stayed and fight. Your partner, he a mermaid. That nigga halfway to Alameda right now. This nigga backstroked away from some beef like I didn't even come here for all that. These niggas always tripping. That's crazy. This world, social media, you know everything that happens in 10 seconds. But as long as y'all been on Facebook, nobody has ever made a post saying, damn, I just got my ass whooped. You notice that with all this violence in the world, nobody just got an ass whooping? They do tell you they got their ass whooped, but you got to read between the lines. You know, when somebody posts, see, that's why I don't like going nowhere with hella black people. That's why families shouldn't get together. They just got their ass whooped. You know, when motherfuckers say, see, I ain't got to go through this when I go to the white people gas station. They just got their ass whooped, you know. Well, that's cool, man. I try not to talk about fighting a lot. I don't want to speak that shit into my life, you know, because you could talk to the universe even when you joking, you know. I could just be walking down the street and the motherfucker be like, oh, this the nigga. You know, I don't want that to happen. Then I got to tell people, you know, I don't want people telling other people about my ass whooping, you know, because they make it sound worse. If I got beat up, let me tell people first, because, y'all gonna hype it all up. Let me just say, hey, I had got in it with dude. I ran up on him and then whoomp. And then motherfuckers be like, I want to know the whoomp part. Tell us the whoomp part, because I heard your ass got drug up some stairs. I want to know the whoomp part. Because when other people, no matter how simple the altercation was, they always hyped it up. A dude could bump into you on the bus. They be like, man, that boy Tris got the doom da da. He got the whoomp, there it is. He got the wham bam thing. They was like, what kind of punch is that then? You just hyping the shit up. This comedy shit, this is my dream, man. Telling y'all, if y'all want this phone call, chase y'all dream. Telling you, last year I was just like y'all. I wasn't always performing in front of the bookshelf. Ain't in a bookcase, that's a bookshelf. Inmates got more books than this. This book gonna overturn my case, nigga. You chopped up 30 people. That probably ain't overturning your case, nigga. Yeah, man. I've been doing, last year I was just like y'all, Now I'm making the big bucks. I counted the chairs. I'm getting about $35 a show. Yeah. When you see the money come in, see people get to snapping when the money come in. You got to change your phone number. Your family start acting different and shit. They heard about the $35 a show. Now my dad trying to be in my life and shit. Nigga ain't never checked on me and mama, nigga. It's hard holding on to a woman when you only getting $35 a show. At first she got that gleam in her eye. Just keep on going. You're going to be the next Kevin Hart. 10 years later, Kevin Hart is still Kevin Hart. I'm over here performing without air conditioning and shit. I feel like the motherfuckers that make Nikes and shit. This fucking goddamn. God damn it. No, it's hard to hold on to a woman when she get tired of that shit. See, women, they get tired, but they won't just come out and tell you to get a job. They do little petty shit to let you know it's time to get a job. You know what I'm talking about. You won't just say the shit. They do little petty shit. Like on Valentine's Day, my girl gave me a heart-shaped job application. I'm like, you didn't cut out if I'm convicted of a felon. I can't turn this shit in. She's like, I'm trying to show you some love. You might want to receive it. She thinks she better than me because she got a job and shit. I remember when she got her job, got all dressed up and shit. Talking about, I got an interview with Uber. Like, Uber don't even interview people. Yeah. If your girl is an Uber driver with a work husband, you might just need to leave her alone. She picking up the same customer all the time. She don't run out of gas either. She driving to the same dude's house every. She getting it the best way she can. Man. But back when we was young, I had the whole world in my hands. I was playing college. I was a wide receiver for the University of Phoenix and shit like that. Yeah, we played DeBry and Wild Tech. We didn't have the tools. We lost to those girls from Western Career College. You can do it. Yeah. So now she want me to get a job and shit like that. I had to lie to her just to come up here. I had to lie and tell her that the temp service sent me here. So I need one of you white guys to sign my hours. Say I've been here 6 hours. Don't be laughing like y'all ain't never worked at a temp service. Man, you can get a good job at a temp service. That's how you get in your foot in the door. Get on with a temp service. But down in LA, you don't know where the temp service is going to send your ass. Matter of fact, last week I was a Crip for 4 days. I had to join the Bloods to get my W-2 forms back. I had a supervisor, all kind of shit. Telling you it's hard out here for a temp. When you're trying to get the money for the rent. Temping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. No. But I looked for a job. You looking like I ain't look. I looked everywhere for a job. I looked on Xbox Live. I'm about to get out of here, man. This is the stab. Yeah. If it was a couple of more of y'all, I would have did a stage dive, but but the Lord won't put more on you than you can handle. I've been Tristan Johnson. Thank you very much.
Give it up once again for Tristan. Shoot. Man. Sorry, everyone. We're just doing a little change up. But change up's always good. Just like the next person coming up. Well, you know what? This is my sis. This is my rebel. This is my person. This is the one that makes me do jokes, do poetries like banana and strawberry, because I know she's going to laugh her ass off because she gives me that love that people are like, oh my God, you said that. I said, yes, I did. I did. But you know what? I'm going to let her words do all the talking. I'm going to let you not only give you the words, but I'm going to let you feel her words. I like to give you J. Rowe. J. Rowe, here she comes.
Tallest, rude ass motherfucker. Yo, so you just like, I'm not 6 feet. Kidding, I love you. Love you. Y'all, tonight is like hella dope because this is I have a friend that I've known since middle school. We played ball together, and like that like I'd be like, yo, cousin. We're not related at all. I don't even know why I started calling you cousin. But it's just dope because I haven't seen you in so long, and this is so special to me. And like, you're someone that I never forgot about. Like I could never forget about you. So I love you so dearly, and I'm so happy you're here. And you know, not to be a tool, but like I love all y'all. But yeah, so thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for having me tonight. I got like 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm gonna do 3 poems, 2 of which a lot of y'all have heard, and then I have a new piece called Native Martians, which is one I fuck with right now, so I hope y'all fuck with it too. So yeah, thank y'all, and I will hop into it. I'll start with the piece that I'm gonna read. And so this one really is about feeling out of place even though you know you belong, right? Like I was born here, like I am native, but there are so many spaces that don't allow me to feel like I'm welcome, and I know that's not just true for me. I know that's true for a lot of people. So this piece right here is Native Martians, and it was also inspired by that Outkast ATLiens, right? So that's kind of where this is coming from. If I could find my Google Docs. Okay, here we go. Thank you for your patience. All right. Oh, work. Hi, people. I don't know who I'm talking to. All right. Can you record me? I love you. All right, here we go. Greetings, Earthlings. We come in peace. We and all of our complexities come in peace, so forgive us. When we torch ambivalent proclamations with straightforwardness, forgive us. When we body bullshit, when we raise infamy from infancy, you see, sometimes intergalactic mishaps transcend an alternate universe, yet we still manage to escape permanent devastation. We be native Martians, which means occurrences of the peculiar sort live just beneath the surface of what we show and what we cannot forget, so we contort ourselves into anything our imaginations will allow. Our bodies become fluent subjectivity. We speak not with words, but with movement and silent protest that shapeshift daily. We be native Martians, too dope for translation, meaning misunderstandings will become sneaky assurances and sedate consciousness. We be native Martians, be the regal matter filling up space. We actively avoid swinging pendulums while attempting to mummify minutes with forbidden conquests. We be native Martians, different, divergent, opposed, varying, contradictory, whatever you want to call it, we be that. Too foreign to conceptualize, yet too fly to bury. So we separate from sameness. We delight our beautiful oddities with honey and overhead wavelengths. We let flames exceed reparations and accessorize with smoldering embers. We become more seasoned and less weathered. We abolish the quiet before the storm shit. We become the storm, all the while making music out of lawless thoughts and intuition. We curve question marks like oscillating thighs and tick like tapping toes. We dance to variability and maneuver around loose parameters. We be that. Be liberation. We be that. Be the evolution of nature. Be the consequence of healing. Never too concerned with blending in, but more so obsessed with riveting riots and college clenched black fists. We be that. Be the burgeoning of marigolds in morning glory. We be that. Be the dissipating whispers and the awakening of self. Be juxtaposed crossroads. We carry burdens in one hand and smiles in the other. We know no other way, so we march to madness and deal with degrees of separation while we master the art of redemption. We swim in the precipitation of thawing moons and send second thoughts turn secret to a sunken place. We swallow savory suns. We turn volcanic ash into eloquent art forms and gentle rebellion. We pray for resolution. We unlearn shame and retain love. We be native Martians. We be that. Be action. Be illustrious. We be that. Be the deafening of fear and the acceptance of love. We be that. Always full circle, but never square one. Be the reversal of tied tongues and deafening doubt. Be our mother's monarchy and our father's fight. We be black, be beautiful, be woman, be man, be person, be strong, be sorcery, be godly. We be love. We be that. Be native and Martian soul. Greetings, earthlings. We come in peace. We and all of our complexities come in peace. Thank you. These two pieces are very near and dear to my heart, and they're old, but I'll stop spitting them when they stop being relevant. Honestly, like, this shit is old. So this next piece is about, this shit happened in Midtown, getting out of my car, someone called me an N-word, and it was just wild to me. I'm like, yo, I live in Cali, and that's happening here, like in Midtown, in Sacramento. So that fueled this poem. And I also talk about like kind of like intersectionality, right? So being like black and woman and like all the shit that's in between that. This is what this piece is about. Sorry, I love you. They gonna hear me? They gonna hear me? They're gonna hear me. What, do you hear me now? Right here? All right, here we go. We gonna do the mic, because Sharon's gonna beat me if I don't do it. So we gonna do the mic. You know, like the art side. Here we go. He called me a nigga. The other night, he called me a nigga. He called me a nigga. He told me to go back to where I came from. Says, there's no room in a place like this for monkeys like you. Repeat several times and witnesses said nothing. They just stared. They just stared as he called me a nigga, but while syllables once submerged in contemplated sin stammer across the black hole in my mouth, jaded words dangle around my neck, not like a noose, but more like a polished pearl necklace, tempting tidal waves of black woman rage. I use moonlight to sculpt shadows. Mold memories I'm too afraid to bury into sanctuaries. I move words like displaced electricity. I peel my history out of margins. Remind the constellations of their glory, hoist the cosmos upon my shoulder, but while subtleties chase the whole towards my mounted mouth, burnt butterflies bellowing in belly dance to drums of liberation, but he called me a nigga. He keeps calling me a nigga and has the nerve to ask how I move so well. How I sway like jukebox jazz and dance like the moon. He asks why anger calls home to my heart, why I don't wear a smile more often, but I set flames to all subtleties. I reply, I say they worship hollow idols and praise law like a god. Blue shields use the heat from their still guns to still souls, still bodies rest on surface, still bodies are being collected, still bodies are being counted, and silence fills mouths. But while silent symphonies once rehearsed in melanated tones becomes undone, this poet speaks. I speak on being black and woman. I speak on being a black woman. I speak on how I'm never sure on which one to prioritize. I speak on the days I feel pretty. I speak on the days I don't. I speak on barbed wire backs, on whiplash paths. I speak on my ancestors' spine-bearing stories no history book cares to share. I speak on suspended truth. I speak on Wheatley, on Angelou, on Douglas, on Davis, on Pac, on Pete Rock. You better speak, poet. Consciously cradle your sentences if your life depended on it, because it does. Remember, they will try to break you. They will call you a nigga. They will keep calling you a nigga, but you better speak, poet. Even when your heart breaks, speak. Even when words cling to the tip of your tongue, speak, poet. I won't lie. There are days when I let hate house my heart, when I wonder how we could share a planet and remain worlds apart. I wonder how he could keep calling me a nigga. All right, I'm on time. One more piece. Mackie, will you get this one? This one is just like, so like honestly near and dear to my heart. This is the piece that I wrote, and I was like, I wrote it and I was like, yo, I think I just like did that. I think I just spoke my truth. And so it's old, but it's near and dear to my heart like the other pieces. And again, when this shit isn't relevant, I'll stop spitting it. But the shit is still mad relevant, and I'm tired of it, and I know you guys are too. So I'm gonna get busy on this one right now. Like, if that's cool with y'all. To the women who hold on to courage long enough to feel beautiful, you are enough. You are composed of small revolutions. You are full moon swallowing the waves of hesitant self, and as the sunlight breaks its promise to the night, you awake. You listen to whispering leaves tempt your ancestors' tongue. You dance among apprehension, and as you seal sun in belly, skin, bone, and soul saunter across the dull pavement. Heart syncopations entice still air, but you, my dear, are a small revolution. Tell them you are the intersection of grace and pain. Tell them you are tired of dwelling in a past life. Tell them you know fourth graders that cannot read or write. Tell them the cop said it makes the arrest easier if he cannot read his rights. Tell them you are concrete words and bruised lips. Tell them you are the consequence of honesty. Tell them you are not the dark metaphor composed of despair. Tell them you are not the ashes of the phoenix. Tell them you are the fucking fire. Tell them you are angry. Tell them as sun rays cascade over the day, burning a million shades of gray, miracles house your body. Tell them you are woman. Tell them to be woman is to cross legs with grace while bearing the burdens of life. It's to conceal the 19th Amendment in womb. It's to be taught how to swallow tongue like finest delicacy. Is to listen. It's to sit in silence. is to know that at any moment the rights to my body could configure the outline of a question mark. To be woman is to be marked by measurements. Is to present rejection in the form of flattery, is to pray you do not become his prey, is to resist the systemic noose, is to be slut-shamed and called loose. But I mean, hey yo, doesn't that make me a woman? To be wedged between arbitrary and absolute, but you, my dear, are a small revolution. You are untamed kinks and cocoa butter skin. You are unconditioned cuticles and perfected flaws. You are wonder wrapped around withered truth. You are weeping willow casting its shade on summer days. You are persuasive melodies and cross rhythm thighs. You are morning dew clinging to rose leaves and thorns. Tell them you matter. Tell them you matter. Tell them you're phenomenally woman. Thank you. Up here burning calories. I'm sweating. Thank you for having me. And again, thank you all for listening. I love you all. Thank you.
Yeah, give it up once again for J. Rose. Switching. All right. So, yeah, that's my sis. That's my sis. That's my teammate. But now, let's get back to some hilarity. Because I know y'all all roused up. Let's go for a war. But the next person we're going to bring up, we're going to try to bring you back down a little bit just so we can have a little bit more conscious thought here before we go out in the streets and take it and burn this place down. Whew. That's the only thing I hate about what she does. I was like, God damn, now I got to bring him back. Don't leave because you guys are going to kill somebody. Anyway, the man coming up next. I love this man to death because he took an idea of, yo, I'm going to do this. And now he's doing it, and he's going full force. I want y'all to know this name because this man's name is going to be heard everywhere. And I want y'all to get the feel of it right now. I'd like you to meet my homie, my man, funny as hell, Dejan Tyler!
I was like, who's coming up? Shit. I'm just happy to be here, y'all. What's going on? Shit, we all here telling comedy in the Starbucks bathroom. This motherfucker is little. I feel bigger in here. Like, I thought I lost some weight. I came out and said, nah, I didn't. I feel, you ever try to put a cigarette back in the box? That's how I feel like right now. Like, oh, man, I'm drinking a beer. Anybody drinking? What you drinking? What you drinking on? Pale ale. Yeah, pale ale. Go ahead, brother. I had to slow down drinking. Obviously, I'm not really, but yeah. One night, I was at this club called Tabloids. It's an old sack. A lot of y'all might know about it if you're over 30. Anybody remember Tabloids? Tabloids where you went to make bad decisions. Tabloids. A lot of these kids is out here doing crimes. Was born from some shit that happened at Tabloids. The liquor, it should have been free. But one night I was there, and let me set the scene. At this point in my life, I was like, I had a Cadillac. I had a '93 Coupe de Ville. It was burgundy on the inside and burgundy on the outside. Like, so inside it looked like, Dracula's coffin. It looked like Dracula's coffin in that motherfucker. It was pristine. Was real pimping though, you know what I'm saying? It's a '93 Coupe de Ville, and this was my car. And I had on I was in my Steve Harvey suit days, so I had a tangerine suit on. I don't know, like, if you ever seen a full tangerine suit, but it was full all my vitamin C. Everybody was getting vitamin C, fucking with me. So I had this suit on. I just want to set the tone. This is what I had on. Waiting for my cousin. I get drunk as fuck in the club because that's what we did. I was there since 9:30 drinking. I'm in my car. My cousin got a new car. He said, I got a new car. Now, the thing with my family was whenever somebody gets a new car, what you do? You want to race, right? You got cousins? You do? Okay, cool. Because I always wonder if white people have cousins and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do y'all, because y'all don't never mention them or nothing, but I know y'all got them. Y'all got to have them, man. Because black, we talk about our cousins, right? Our cousins is the world to us, nigga. If I don't got it, my cousin got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, well, I got a big family. So my cousin got a new car, and I ain't never seen the car. So I'm in the parking lot, drunk, tangerine suit, burgundy on burgundy Cadillac, in the parking garage. A car pulls out. It fits the description of the car my cousin said he bought. So I follow this car out the parking lot, right? And we're heading southbound towards Elk Grove. That's where my cousin lived, right? We get off the freeway, and they start speeding faster. So I'm speeding faster because I'm like, cuz you're not going to leave me. This is a 93 Coupe de Ville. I want a tangerine outfit, nigga. The sun is on my side. God, I am favored right now in this car. This is I am gassed up and highly favored right now. You're not going to leave me. So we dipping through the streets, and he going faster and faster. And I lost a hubcap chasing this nigga. And then I'm like, this don't look familiar, but it's Elk Grove. All the houses look the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't they, like, if you don't have the street, you can't, all the houses, the tan house with the car in front. Nigga, all these houses are tan with a car in the front. So the car pulls up to a house I don't recognize. And I'm on one side of the street, and I shit you not, I knew I had followed the wrong car home when somebody mama came out the house in rollers and was going like this. And all 4 doors of the car opened up, and like 6 bitches rolled out. It looked like a hood rat grenade went off. It was all kind of thought shrapnel in the streets. And they ran in the house, and I'm halfway in the middle of the street in a tangerine suit. And I realized that I don't know none of these bitches. I don't know none of these bitches. So I got back in my car and I went home. And you ever had a moment, like you ever had an embarrassing drunk moment and you don't realize it until you wake up the next day? And you wake up and you just want to die. You're like, I woke up, like, first thing it's like, I followed the wrong bitches home. Then I had to check the news to make sure I wasn't on some kind of list and shit. It's the Burgundy Cadillac killer. He's following hoes. He's in the Elk Grove area. He's known to wear tangerine suits. I couldn't even wear that outfit no more. It's my favorite outfit. This is the crime scene outfit. I can't wear this no more. Out in these streets, man. I'm a different type of fat dude. I ain't like the regular fat dudes you might think you know. I have rules. Like, I only dance under the AC at clubs. Yeah, I'm that kind of fat dude. Like, the first thing I do, like, if you're a dangerous cat, when you go in the club, you look for the exits. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're an alcoholic, you look for the bar. If you're just a hoe, you look for the bar. If you're a fat dude like me, I scope out the ducks. I'll be like, okay, I'll follow the whole thing like Mario, like do-do-do-do-do-do. And I'll follow that bitch, and I dance right there into the AC, cooler than a motherfucker. I'm like, yeah. And girls like, how he not sweating? Bitch, come find out. It's cool over here. Cause ain't nothing worse than sweat. This heat is hard, man. It ain't regular, right? It ain't regular. Like, you ever sweat someplace you didn't think you could sweat? Or like dudes, this how you know it's hot when a dude all of a sudden do this. He be standing, he go. You know what he's trying to do? You're trying to get that ball off your leg because it's stuck on your leg. You gotta check that motherfucker down. You can't even, you standing like this, you trying to let your ball just kind of swing out a little bit. These skinny jeans, man, I don't know how y'all gonna get through the summer with these shits, man. And these hoochie daddy shorts, you niggas is nasty. Run out here making roux. That's what happens. You get home and you got roux in your drawers. And it's dark brown too, so it's been. But you got to keep stirring it. You just can't let it stay. You got to, or it'll burn. You got to keep stirring it. You like, wow, but you know what I'm talking about. You balls looking like sweet potatoes in this. Yam. Oh, yam. I'm at a place called Stab. That's crazy. And I need to shave my beard. And you know what? You know who tells you the truth? Is if you got a woman in your life, that's who tell you the truth. Like, I FaceTimed her, and I had the phone too close, and she was like, ugh. I said, what? She said, I thought she had put a bear's asshole on the phone. Because my face looked like a bear's ass, kind of. Like, if you look at it, like, you know, kind of, a little bit. I imagine that's what a bear's asshole would look like. You know what I'm saying? Gotta save that shit down. Get the visual. Get the visual. Go ahead. It's a prolapse. That's gross. Oh man, I'm just trying to survive right now, man. I'm doing food hacks and shit, trying to save some money. I got food hacks for y'all. I don't know if y'all know about the Chipotle hack, but that shit is true. You go to Chipotle and get a burrito bowl, right? Get a burrito bowl. Now, here's the thing about the burrito bowl at Chipotle. One, they'll put whatever you want. That's the free shit. They'll put all that endlessly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want more beans, don't be shy. Ask for more beans. The beans is fucking free. The rice is free. Nah, a little bit more rice. Yeah. Put some more beans, yeah. Everything free, put that shit on there. And then what you do is you get 2 tortillas. Now, the tortillas is only 30 cents a piece, right? So that's 60 cents. So I got a burrito bowl, and I got 2 tortillas. Now, when I get home, do you know there's enough in that burrito bowl to make 2 whole separate Chipotle-sized burritos at your house? Yes. It's like a 2-for-1. Bruh, I'm living my best fat life right now. Best fat life. Am I lying? That's true. You did it? You did that? Yeah. Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. Fat ain't about like your weight. It's about the state of mind. You know what I'm saying? I've been like this. You know what I'm saying? I've been like this, man. I got an ongoing funk with R&B's Brian McKnight over some Fat Boy shit. I'm going to tell you how. I was in Venice Beach. I don't know what year it was, but Sean John jumpsuits was in style. And I had one, and I thought I was a shit. I was on Venice Beach, hot than the motherfucker, sweating, right? And they got this pizza place, real popular. And I was like, I want a slice of pizza. Now, the fat dude in me, I be counting shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever had a fat person like that? Like, if you get a pizza, and they know how many slices in the pizza, and they be like, well, you get 3, you get 3. Well, you only had 2. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be counting shit like that fat shit. Like, the kind of motherfucker you can't trust to go to McDonald's by itself because nobody's getting fries, even though everybody ordered fries. And McDonald's fries, let's be honest, McDonald's fries are the horrors of fast food. Let me tell you why. Because just like horrors, you don't really take them in the house to meet your family. You just get your fingers greasy in the car out in front of your house. And you come in like, I don't know nothing. What you doing? Nothing. I went so far on a tangent, I forgot where the fuck I started. Venice Beach, yes, Brian McKnight. Fuck him. Let me tell you why. Because I was in line and I was counting the slices, and it was like enough slices. I was like, okay, there's 2 people in front of me. It's enough slices where if they each don't get crazy, at least be 1 left for me, right? So I get there. They real polite with their game. They get their little slice of pizza and then go about their day. 1 piece left. Now I know they're making more pieces, but that's not the fucking point. All right, I've been in line. I want that one. A dude walks up. He has a motorcycle suit on with the helmet. Don't know who the fuck he is. And he stands right in front of me. I'm at the counter. He skipped the line. He stood right next to me like he was my cousin, and I came here with him. And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he flipped the visor up, and it was Brian McKnight. And the bitch gave his nigga the pizza. She didn't ask me nothing. She didn't say, sir, do you mind? She just gave this R&B nigga my pizza. And in my mind, and now that's how it really happened, but in my mind, he started singing. You know what I'm saying? He was like, 1 last slice, 1 last slice. I'ma cut this fat dude in line. He didn't do that, but in my mind, that's what happened. That's why I don't like R&B's Brian McKnight. That's why. That is why. I'm like, I just felt like a trickle of sweat run down the back of my kneecap, and it was highly uncomfortable. So I just threw my game off. You ever had like a sweat trickle like that? You know what? I thought the one that slide down your ribs when you driving is the worst, but the back of the knee, that's like invasive. It felt like I, I don't know how to feel about that. It's not supposed to be sweating back there. I want to rub it, but it's. I don't know. I'm just, I got to get through it. I lost some weight. Like, it's weird. I'm losing weight in weird places. Like, my neck came back. I didn't have a neck in 2020. I had no neck. Now my neck is real prominent. My arms have thinned down. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a fence by my apartment complex, and I used to not be able to reach my arm through there to steal plums off their tree. And now I can. So I know my arm has lost weight. My legs are smaller because some of my jeans be falling down. So I know my ass got smaller, but my stomach has not got the memo. Like, when I take my shirt off and sit on the couch and a fly coming out, he land directly on my eyeball because he used to landing on the eyeballs of niggas with stomachs that stick out like that. And if you ever seen them commercials, you know what type of motherfuckers I'm talking about. I don't even think that's funny, but it's just true because I care about those kids over there. My grandmother, she lived till she was 104, and yeah, give it up for that. She's gone now, but I mean, you know, but she did till she was 104, and she had sponsored a whole bunch of these African kids, and they sent a picture, but my grandma would put those pictures with the regular pictures, so I thought they was my cousins. So I'm like, hey, where my cousin at that don't never wear no shoes? How come I never made him? Like, it'd be like a picture of me in a baseball uniform and a picture of a kid like choking a lion, and then a picture of a kid eating some porridge, and then my little brother eating some oatmeal. It was like, you got to separate these pictures, Grandma. I don't know. And I used to like candy, right, when I was a kid. I still do. I used to like candy. And my mom was like, you can't eat candy because it'll ruin your appetite. And I'm like, no, it won't. Trust me. I'm gonna eat candy and meatloaf. I'm built like that. Like, who can't eat candy and meatloaf? The fucking go together. There's Snickers, meatloaf. It's a fucking full meal. So then, like, when I wouldn't want to eat the food, my mom would be like, you should eat that because there's kids in Africa that would love to have that. And I'm like, I know. I seen the picture at grandma's house. But that's not why I got a whooping. I got a whooping because I was like, hey, well, why don't we send the African kids the candy and that'll kill their appetite? And I mean, the fly's still gonna be there, but you know, I was downtown and I seen a bum and a homeless man getting an altercation, and I don't know if y'all know there's a difference between bums and homeless. You didn't know the difference? You thought it was all the same? Oh, hell no. A homeless person just don't have a home. You know what I'm saying? Because my cousin can't, like, Northgate, that area is homeless all in the streets. Some dude got hit, bless his soul. He got a place now with the Lord. But before that happened, he didn't have no place. And my cousin was mad. He was like, they be in the street and they don't want to move out the way. And I said, they don't have to. I said, imagine if you live the kind of life where, I said, let me break it down. I said, do you know when a homeless dude gets home? And my cousin said, no. I said, when he stops walking. Like, you can't make, whenever you stop, that's where you live. You can't make nobody rush in that situation. So that being said, the homeless man and the bum was arguing. Now, homeless people just don't have homes. Bums don't want a house. Bum, you can't, they don't care. The bums is just, they want to be out there like that. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. Bums is like gangsters. They are true to the game. Now, the bum and the homeless man was having an altercation, and I felt bad because the homeless man, he wasn't all the way homeless. Like, he had a little cardboard flap that he had taped to the wall, and he lifted up and get under it. And the bum had a dog, and the dog was black. And I looked at the dog, and the dog looked at me, and then I looked at the homeless man and the bum, and they both looked at me, and I thought they were going to stop arguing and be polite, but they kept the argument going. And the bum called the homeless man a house nigga. They were both white. Yeah, everybody, yeah, if you wasn't paying attention, phones went down. Like, what? Dude, the dog put his phone up. He said, hold on, I'll call you back. This is about to get good. It's about to go down. And so the dog looked at me like, I really don't know this nigga like that. I just want to apologize in advance for his behavior. And the homeless man beat that bum damn near to death. And I know why. Because nobody wants to be called a nigga. Like, not even white people. Like, nobody wants to be called a nigga, right? And to call a homeless white man a house nigga is so disrespectful on so many levels. One, you're just that the term house nigga just automatically tells this white man that there are niggas in houses and you don't have one. But there are niggas in houses. And then I went in the store because I said, I'm done with this. I went in the store, and it was one of them like liquor stores with flies everywhere, right? And the dude is following me around the store, and I'm like, I thought we were past this. You should be behind the counter. There's white people stealing, and you following me. And the flies, yeah, I don't. So I'm looking at the chips, right? And there is 16 flies on the chips. I counted. Now, I be high. Like, I did mushrooms today already. And the way I be thinking is fuck my mind up, because in my mind I'm thinking, I wonder how many flies it take to airlift a bag of chips about this bitch. Because you know what I'm saying? Because the way they was on it, they was gripping the bag. And I was like, they about to steal these chips. And I bought my shit and left the store. And then the flies flew past me with the bag of chips. And I was like, God damn. I kind of fucked that joke up. Let me tell you how I fucked it up, because it's my first time actually telling that joke. Like, I wrote it, but I haven't never told nobody that joke. But let me tell you how I fucked it up. Okay, because the flies were supposed to be there earlier. I was supposed to go in the store first. So let's say I went to the store first, right? And so now the flies are there during the argument, right? And when the dude said house nigga, the flies flew past and was like, what that nigga say? And that's how I knew the flies was black too, because they were also offended. Now, I wrote some other shit in the middle, but the funniest part to me was that I had wrote this part about, because I had a fly in my house, and I was mad because I had to pay my Netflix account, and I didn't have all the money on my card to pay it, and there was a fly in my house, and I was like, why is this nigga watching my Netflix for free? You have not paid for none of this. You soaking up my AC, you running around loud, flapping your wings, farting, and then the fly like landed on my leg, and he looked at me and said, hey man, he asked me to change the channel. And I was like, I can't do that. One, you about to die in like 7 seconds. Then he was like, well man, look it, man, I bought some chips. And I said, no, you stole those chips. I seen you. You ain't buy shit. And I mean, like, I'm gonna work on that because I think that it's something in there. That's why I like doing comedy in front of poetry, because y'all let a nigga work some shit out. You know what I'm saying? That nigga work some shit out. I almost did a poem, but I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna disrespect the poetry, but I got some shit though. But before, I want to talk about property management, because that's what I did for like 12 years. I was a property manager. So for 12 years, I argued with people who wear their pajamas till 4:30 p.m. And that's not the kind of people you want to argue with. You know, it's hard to win an argument with somebody who gave up on life. And I say that to say this. I had to fire the security company, right? I had to fire the security company. And once I fired them, I got some complaints from the office. Or not from the office, but complaints from the tenants. So a girl comes in the office. I don't like these new security guys. I'm like, what's wrong with them? Is they fucking up like the other one? They stealing shit? No, I don't have a car and they won't sell me weed. I'm like, bitch, I got weed. Just that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the community. But the craziest thing that happened, like last summer, this crack house burnt down. And instead of the crackheads, they didn't burn up with the house. They got away. But they came back because they didn't have nowhere to go. So instead of going in the house where the house burnt down, they would just park their cars and just smoke crack in front of the house like a memorial. Like, man, we used to smoke so much crack in there. Man, I know. So then, like, more crackheads start coming. And then, like, the drug dealers start coming out. Like, you see, like, 7 Toyota Corsicas or whatever, and with the windows busted out and then T-shirts in them and people feet hanging out the windows. And then you see a nice-ass car pull up selling some drugs. I'm like, this has turned into a crack circus. It turned into a literal crack. It was like a farmer's market for crack. You ever been to the farmer's market? And like that's how the vibe was. And I'll walk past a property, there'll just be all kind of crack. Like, hey man, you want some of this kind of crack? This crack is we cut this shit with calcium. It's good for your teeth. I don't know. I don't want no crack, sir. But I did buy something. I bought a walkie-talkie. But the dude only had the walkie. He didn't have the talkie. Right? So I bought the walkie, and he said, man, just come back tomorrow. I'll give you the talkie. I believed him. I should never believe the crackhead. So I bought the walkie. I put the walkie in my room. I go to sleep. 3 o'clock in the morning, that shit clicked on. You up? I'm like, I thought my house was on it. I was like, who's in here with me? Hey, man, it's me. I was like, what the fuck? So I picked the walkie-talkie, and it's on. I'm like, hello? Yeah, I knew you was up. And he tried to sell me more shit. He was like advertising. He was using the other walkie-talkie to send me personalized commercials and shit. Like, man, I seen you walk into the house with that milk, but you ain't had no cereal. But that's not the worst part. The worst part was I came home at 8 o'clock in the morning from a show, and I still like get in the house. I got to change. But while I'm going to my house, there's a Cadillac being pulled with a rope. You ever seen it was another car with a rope attached to the front of a Cadillac, and the car was pulling this car. And I said, I wonder where the fuck they going. And I go to work, and I come on my lunch break, and that motherfucking Cadillac is parked on the property. Usually I don't say shit because I don't run shit off the property. I'm only the manager of these motherfuckers' lives. I don't manage the wildlife in the streets because ain't no management in the wild. So I'm like, now I got to tell this dude to get up out of there. And I don't know what to do. I'm stressed out. So I go on my lunch break. I go in my house and I smoke a joint. I get real high. And I'm like, if I get high enough, maybe I could be on his level. I go back down and talk to him. And that's when my whole world got fucked up because the doors was open in the Cadillac. And I saw inside the Cadillac. Inside the Cadillac, in the middle of the back seat, there was a staircase. Like they had took like maybe a 3 staircase and stuck it inside. So it was like separating like the back seat. You know what I'm saying? It was like back seat, staircase, more back seat. But now I'm high. So I'm thinking like, yo, I ain't never seen a Cadillac with a basement. Where the fuck them stairs go? That's my fear is that a nigga would come up them stairs. Like with some swim trunks on. Hey, come on, man. We got the pool ready. We down there swimming. We making ribs. And that's the kind of shit I think is funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if that works on everybody else. But that time, I mean, imagine a Cadillac with a staircase, bro. Imagine that. Imagine you seen the Cadillac and the nigga came up the stairs. Right? And then it was talking to somebody else. Hey! You want something to drink? I'll be right down. Nigga, right down. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna give y'all something tasty before I leave out of here. Cause I like y'all. Y'all good crowd. The poetry was dope too. Especially, girl, you was dope as fuck. I didn't want to do comedy after I heard you. I was like him. I was like, I want to go kick somebody. Let's go steal some chips. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Yeah, you even got him hyped up. He was like, yeah, fuck this shit, man. White people be tripping. Thank you. You did your due diligence. She was supporting you too. You still them chips, girl? That's why I like, because poetry way more supportive than comedy. Like, poet could be talking about some crazy ass shit and motherfuckers be like, oh, I've been a poet. And this chick was like, when I was 7, I was bit by a dog. Dogs, dogs, dogs. I was bit by a dog. Rough, rough, said the dog. Rough, rough. My life is rough ever since I got bit by that dog. And the crowd's like, speak, poet, speak, poet. And the dog was like, yeah, bitch, that's, you know what happened. You know what it is. Because I be thinking poetry, it looked easy, but it's not. Because, like, she was saying some deep stuff, but, like, if I tried it, I could fake it, but I couldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could fake, I'll come up with a poem right now. Pick a subject. We going to do a freestyle poem. Fuck this. Shoes, okay. Crocs, dogs, okay. Let me get my poetry. Shoes. 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 Crepes. I said shoes. Shoes. Crepes. My next piece. My next piece is about Crocs. When I put on my Crocs, I feel closer to the earth. Because I was trying to run and I didn't put him in sport mode and I fell into the earth. And as the earth received me with violence. Because I did not call ahead and tell earth I was coming over. I tried to surprise earth with my whole face. Crocs. Sport mode. Know the ledge. Crepes. I fuck with y'all. I wish I could be a poet. Like I want to do everything except for what I could do. You getting chills? Is it from the poetry? Fuck, we gonna keep this shit going. Okay. Waffles? Oh, okay. Okay. I said, my man in the turban. You saw me hop out that van. But I got one question, my man. I would like not a waffle. Those are awful. Not a waffle. Those are awful. I would like a falafel, if you please. It's made out of garbanzo beans. They fry them in the grease, to say the least. This is getting real Dr. Seussy right now. It's like, I do not do falafels. Not in a box with a fox. You like that? Falafel? Falafels. He's like, man, you got to get the fuck up out of here. Oh, hold on, let me do one more piece. One more piece. It's a short one. Midgets. That's it. That's the midgets. Man. Nah, see, that's how I got you. See, I got you. Because he said I could do one more. Midgets. Man, I seen a woman that was tall break up with a midget because she had a short attention span. Damn. I say midgets are fun because they can hide in the grass and they can stand up on their tippy toes and kiss your ass. No, I'm just playing. I don't know, but it's a midget in here. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just a grass. You know, ass was coming. I'm not really a poet. He like shut that shit down. thank you though. I really do respect all the poets, man, and thank my homeboy for having me out here, man, and let me embarrass myself in front of strangers. My album's out right now. It's called Get Rich or Diabetes. No, it really is. It's called Get Rich or Diabetes. It's on Spotify, and I got a special on Tubi. Matter of fact, watch the Tubi special because they got me. The people, the dude was sick when I did the big show. So he said, when's your next show? And it was in Red Bluff. So a whole camera crew came to Red Bluff. Mind you, this city got 17 teeth in the whole city. And nigga, just watch the special. You can see niggas smoking meth. You see... Hey, I didn't even know. A nigga told me, he said, hey, man, you know, you got a comedy special in the meth lab. I said, what? So, yeah, check it out. Get Rich or Diabetes. My name is DJ Tyler. Thank you, y'all. Peace.
DJ, why you trying to do poetry, DJ? Kill, man. Yo, get up once again for DJ and Taylor. Well, everybody, thank you for coming out here to our show. Yes, he does, lets you know, he does have a actual comedy, is Get Rich or Diabetes, and I have seen the Tubi special. I have seen that. I have seen it. I'm sorry, I'm evil. I'm evil. But once again, let me bring back up Tristan Johnson, J. Rowe, and D. Tyler up back to the stage. Get their butts back up. Get up here. Get up here. Come once again next in August. The next show will be on August 17th, 8:30. We will start at 8:30. These suckers didn't get here in time. We will start at 8:30. Hopefully. If we don't, hey, CP time. Go figure. Everyone, once again, thank you for coming out. Everyone on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Thanks for checking us out, and we'll do this again once more time. Well, the question was asked one time before, what's so funny about poetry? Loudmouths. There's your answer, loudmouths. Check it out. Peace.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. That's it for us for the evening. Check out the full calendar of events at stabcomedytheater.com to see what else we've got going on. See you back here tomorrow. Open mic. Have a good night.